Hello, my friends. My name is Dr. James, and I've spent over 30 years walking alongside older patients, especially those battling heart and circulation problems. Today, I want to begin with a truth that may startle many of you. According to the American Heart Association's 2022 report, more than 60% of people over the age of 60 already have signs of atherosclerosis, and most of them don't even know it. Think about what that means. Out of every 10 seniors, at least 6 are living with blood vessels that are slowly being clogged by cholesterol and calcium deposits. On the outside, they may look fine, walking, laughing, going about their day. But inside, their heart and brain are under silent threat every single moment. And here's an even more sobering fact. Nearly 70% of strokes in older adults happen at night, while a person is sleeping, when silent blockages suddenly become deadly. Source: Stroke Statistics, American Stroke Association 2021. Just imagine, you go to bed one evening feeling just a little tired. Your legs are heavy, your fingers tingle, your feet are a bit cold. You think nothing of it. But by morning, a loved one discovers you unable to move half your body or, in some cases, never waking up at all. This is not a rare story. In fact, I've seen hundreds of patients who once believed that cold feet, tingling hands, or fatigue were just part of aging, until the day they landed in the emergency room with a heart attack or stroke. Have you ever felt legs heavy as if weighed down by lead at the end of the day? Tingling in your fingers like tiny pins pricking your skin? Feet icy cold even when the room isn't cold? Blue or purple veins bulging along your calves? Most people shrug and say, "It's just old age." But after decades of treating patients, I can tell you, these are the body's warning cries that your arteries are in trouble. When arteries begin to harden and clog, blood struggles to reach the farthest points of the body, our legs and feet. That's why they are the first to complain. And if you ignore these whispers, the next organs to suffer will be the heart and the brain, where the consequence isn't heavy legs, but a devastating heart attack or stroke. Let me explain it simply. Your arteries are like the water pipes in your house. Over time, debris, cholesterol, excess sugar, and harmful free radicals stick to the inner walls. The pipes narrow, the pressure rises, and the pump, in this case your heart, has to work twice as hard. One small blood clot landing on top of those deposits can suddenly become a deadly plug that cuts off blood to the brain or the heart. The danger is that this process happens quietly for decades. By the time symptoms appear, it may already be late. I'll never forget my patient William, 67, a cheerful man who loved playing golf with his friends. 2 years ago, he began to complain, "Doc, my legs feel so heavy at night and they tingle." His family thought it was nothing, just getting older. One night, while sleeping, William had a stroke. His son happened to find him in time, called 911, and saved his life. Imaging later revealed his carotid artery was more than 80% blocked. William was one of the lucky ones. Many aren't. And his story taught me again that we cannot afford to ignore the small signals our bodies send us. Here's the encouraging part. Beyond medications and surgeries, nutrition can play a powerful role in clearing arteries, reducing inflammation, and improving circulation. Large studies confirm this. Open Book Journal of the American College of Cardiology, 2020. Diets rich in antioxidants from fruits and vegetables reduced cardiovascular complications by up to 30%. Open Book European Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2021. Foods high in soluble fiber, polyphenols, and healthy fats significantly slowed the progression of atherosclerosis. And that's why I've created this video for you. We're not going through a long list of 21 foods like other channels do. Instead, I've handpicked 7 foods and 1 powerful drink, all backed by modern science and proven through the stories of my own patients. Each one is more than just food. It is a natural prescription, something that can keep your arteries open, your heart strong, and your legs light and free again. In the very next part, I'll introduce you to the first one. It's often called the green broom of your circulatory system, sweeping out toxins, reducing inflammation, and keeping your arteries flexible. Let's take this journey together. After we've faced the hard truth that more than 60% of adults over 60 are living with silent atherosclerosis, the next question is there a food that's simple, affordable, and powerful enough to protect and clean our arteries like natural medicine? The answer is yes. And the very first one I want to share with you is broccoli, often called the green broom of the circulatory system. It's not by accident that major heart associations around the world recommend broccoli for seniors. Broccoli contains a remarkable compound called sulforaphane, a type of isothiocyanate. That sounds complex, but let me simplify it. Think of sulforaphane as a janitor inside your body. When you eat broccoli, sulforaphane activates detoxifying enzymes in your liver and intestines. These enzymes sweep away oxidative stress, plaque, and inflammatory toxins. The result? Less inflammation in your arteries, smoother blood flow, reduced strain on your heart. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition, 2020, found that after just 12 weeks of eating cruciferous vegetables rich in sulforaphane, middle-aged adults had significantly lower oxidative stress and improved artery flexibility. Beyond sulforaphane, broccoli is also packed with vitamin K, a nutrient rarely talked about but absolutely vital. Vitamin K helps prevent calcium from depositing in the wrong places, like your arteries. In simple terms, it keeps your vessels soft and flexible instead of turning stiff and brittle. Imagine your arteries as rubber hoses. With vitamin K, they stay elastic. Without it, they slowly harden like plastic pipes, ready to crack under pressure. Circulation Research, 2019, reported that people who ate vitamin K-rich diets had a 34% lower risk of arterial calcification compared to those who consumed little. Broccoli is also a rich source of vitamin C. Most folks associate vitamin C with immunity, but for your arteries, it does something equally critical. Stimulates collagen production, keeping vessel walls strong and elastic, neutralizes free radicals that age and damage your arteries. The result? Less leaky, fragile vessels and blood that flows more smoothly. Let me share the story of my patient Elixir, age 72. When I first met her, she often said, "Doctor, by the afternoon, my legs feel like they are weighed down with bricks. Some days I can't even walk with my granddaughter." Her tests showed high cholesterol and early signs of vascular calcification. I advised her not only to take her prescribed medication, but also to add steamed broccoli to her dinners at least 4 times a week. At first, she found it bland, but her daughter made it tasty, steaming it lightly, then adding a drizzle of olive oil and a squeeze of lemon. 3 months later, Elixir returned. Her lab results had improved noticeably. But more importantly, she smiled and said, "Doctor, I can now walk 30 minutes without feeling heavy legs." That is the power of a simple vegetable. While broccoli is safe for most, there are a couple of cautions. If you're on blood thinners like warfarin, check with your doctor, because vitamin K can affect your dosage. For those with sensitive digestion, eating broccoli raw may cause bloating. Light steaming or quick sautéing is easier on the stomach. One common mistake is overcooking. Long boiling or frying destroys much of the sulforaphane and vitamin C. The best methods are steam for 3–5 minutes, keeps it bright green, crisp, and nutrient-rich. Quick sauté with olive oil, boosts absorption of antioxidants and vitamin K. Add garlic, lemon, or sesame seeds for even greater heart benefits and better flavor. Science has shown, and my patients have proven, that sometimes a simple plate of vegetables can be more powerful than a handful of supplements. We don't need exotic superfoods. Sometimes it's as easy as one plate of steamed broccoli at dinner, laying the foundation for healthier arteries, lower stroke risk, and a better quality of life. So beyond broccoli, is there another food that's creamy, full of energy, yet works quietly as a guardian for your arteries? In the next part, I'll introduce you to a fruit many Americans enjoy on their morning toast, but few realize it's like a skin cream for your blood vessels. That food is the avocado. After talking about broccoli, the green broom that sweeps your arteries clean, let's continue our journey to discover other natural remedies that might already be sitting right in your kitchen. The next food I want to introduce is the avocado. Now, here in America, we're used to enjoying avocado on toast or as guacamole with tortilla chips. But few people realize that beneath that creamy, buttery flesh lies a nutritional treasure chest for your heart and blood vessels. If broccoli is the broom that sweeps away the debris, then avocado is the moisturizer that keeps your arteries supple, smooth, and youthful. Avocados are rich in oleic acid, a monounsaturated fat. Oleic acid lowers bad cholesterol, LDL, while raising good cholesterol, HDL. Think of LDL as the trash sticking to artery walls, and HDL as the garbage truck that picks it up and hauls it back to the liver for disposal. This process helps protect your arteries from plaque buildup. A study in the Journal of the American Heart Association, 2021, showed that replacing saturated fats with avocado for just 5 weeks lowered LDL by an average of 13.5 mg/dl, while HDL increased significantly. Most of my patients think of bananas when they hear potassium. That's true, but here's a surprise. Avocados contain more potassium than bananas. Potassium helps counteract sodium's harmful effects. Too much salt causes the body to retain water, tightening blood vessels and raising blood pressure. Potassium acts like a release valve, helping your body flush out excess sodium and easing the strain on your heart. Nutrition Journal, 2019, reported that eating just one small avocado a day lowered blood pressure by 4–6 mmHg in 6 weeks, a small shift that translates into about a 15% reduction in stroke risk. Avocados also contain glutathione, vitamin E, and lutein, a trio of antioxidants. They protect the endothelium, the thin inner lining of your blood vessels, from free radical damage. When the endothelium is healthy, arteries relax, expand, and blood flows more freely. According to the European Journal of Nutrition, 2020, Diets rich in glutathione were linked to a 32% lower risk of chronic endothelial inflammation. Avocados are also rich in beta-sitosterol, a plant sterol that acts like a gatekeeper in your intestines. It reduces the absorption of dietary cholesterol, keeping your blood cleaner and your arteries clearer. Who should be cautious with avocados? Overweight individuals. Avocados are calorie-dense. Eating too much can cause weight gain. Latex allergy sufferers. Some people allergic to natural rubber may also react to avocado. Patients on blood thinners. While lower in vitamin K than leafy greens, large amounts of avocado can still affect your medication. The safe zone. About 2-3 tablespoons, 50-70 grams per day. Enough for the benefits without the excess. The smart way to eat avocados. Enjoy them fresh, sliced, or mashed as guacamole. Pair with leafy greens, olive oil, or citrus to boost vitamin E absorption. Avoid mixing with sugar or condensed milk. Doing so turns this superfood into a calorie bomb that harms your arteries. Avocados aren't just creamy and delicious. They are nature's prescription for healthy arteries. Healthy fats to sweep cholesterol away. Potassium to balance blood pressure. Antioxidants to protect artery walls. And all of this comes from a fruit you can find in any grocery store. So far, we've seen how broccoli sweeps away plaque and avocado nourishes and softens artery walls. But there's another fruit, small, unassuming, and often overlooked, that actually contains more vitamin C than an orange. It strengthens your blood vessels, keeps circulation light, and even thins your blood naturally. In the next part, let me introduce you to the kiwi, the little green gem that keeps your blood flowing and protects you from stroke. We've already talked about broccoli, the green broom that sweeps your arteries clean, and avocado, the moisturizer that keeps them soft and supple. Now I want to introduce you to a small, often overlooked fruit that carries a surprisingly powerful punch. That fruit is the kiwi, nature's little green gem. On the outside, it looks plain with its fuzzy brown skin. But inside, that bright green flesh speckled with tiny black seeds holds a treasure chest of nutrients for your circulatory system. Modern science now confirms what many of us never realized. Kiwi is one of the most powerful fruits for vascular health. One small kiwi packs about 70-90 mg of vitamin C, more than the average orange. Vitamin C strengthens your vessel walls, making tiny capillaries less likely to leak or rupture. It also stimulates collagen production, keeping arteries elastic and resilient. Nutrients 2018 showed that eating kiwi daily boosted plasma vitamin C levels by up to 140% in 6 weeks, significantly improving endothelial function. Kiwi contains a unique enzyme called actinidin. Actinidin helps break down proteins, reducing blood viscosity. Thinner blood flows more freely, easing the heart's workload. That's why kiwi is often considered a mild natural blood thinner. Platelets Journal 2019 reported that people who ate 2 kiwis per day for 28 days had an 18% reduction in platelet aggregation, similar to low-dose aspirin, but without the risk of stomach bleeding. Like avocado, kiwi is also rich in potassium, which offsets the harmful effects of sodium and helps relax blood vessels, especially valuable for seniors with fluctuating blood pressure. Kiwi is abundant in lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 carotenoids that protect the endothelium, the inner lining of arteries, from oxidative damage, slow vascular aging, Support eye health, a priceless bonus for those over 60. Mary, a 65-year-old patient with type 2 diabetes, often complained about cold feet and occasional tingling, especially at night. Her tests showed poor circulation and a higher risk of clot formation. I suggested she replace her sugary desserts with 2 kiwis after dinner each day. At first, she wasn't fond of the tart flavor, but she gave it a try. 2 months later, her blood tests showed reduced platelet stickiness, her blood pressure had stabilized, and she happily told me, "Doctor, my feet aren't freezing cold at night anymore. I sleep better and I feel calmer in the evenings." That's the quiet strength of this little fruit. Who should be cautious with kiwi? People with sensitive stomachs. Kiwi's acidity may cause discomfort if eaten on an empty stomach. Those allergic to strawberries, bananas, or latex, cross reactions can occur. Patients on blood thinners. Kiwi can enhance anticoagulant effects. Always check with your doctor. Safe recommendation: 1–2 kiwis per day, preferably after meals. The smart way to eat kiwi: eat with the skin after washing well to double fiber and antioxidant intake. Pair kiwi with salads, unsweetened yogurt, or blend into smoothies with citrus for maximum vitamin C absorption. Avoid eating kiwi with sugary desserts. It cancels out its blood sugar benefits. Kiwi isn't just a refreshing snack. It's a silent warrior in the fight against atherosclerosis and blood clots. Vitamin C strengthens blood vessels. Actinitin thins the blood naturally. Potassium balances blood pressure. Lutein and zeaxanthin slow vascular aging. Just 2 kiwis a day can gift your circulation a priceless advantage. We've seen how kiwi strengthens your vessels and keeps your blood flowing smoothly. But arteries don't just need strength. They need a way to sweep out sticky cholesterol deposits clinging to their walls. In the next part, I'll introduce you to a humble grain, affordable and powerful, that works like a cholesterol vacuum for your arteries: oats. If broccoli is the green broom that sweeps away toxins, avocado the moisturizer that softens arteries, and kiwi the little green gem that thins the blood naturally, then oats are something the medical world now widely agrees on: the natural cholesterol vacuum. A humble breakfast food, yet more powerful than many expensive so-called superfoods. Why are oats called a cholesterol vacuum? Beta-glucans, the golden fiber in your gut. Oats are uniquely rich in beta-glucans, a soluble fiber. When eaten, beta-glucans absorb water and form a thick gel in the intestines. This gel acts like a sponge, binding to LDL cholesterol and bile acids, pulling them out of your body through waste. The result: far less cholesterol enters your bloodstream. A major study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2019, showed that just 3 grams of beta-glucans per day, about 1 cup of cooked oats, reduced LDL cholesterol by 7–10% within 4–6 weeks. Stable blood sugar, indirect artery protection. Beta-glucans also slow down sugar absorption, preventing those sharp spikes in blood sugar. For people with diabetes or prediabetes, who are at higher risk of artery damage, this is critical. Stable blood sugar means less glycation, the sugar coating that makes vessel walls stiff and fragile. Diabetes Research and Clinical Practice, 2020, found that people who ate oatmeal for breakfast had 19% lower post-meal blood sugar compared to those who ate white bread. Avenanthramide's oats' exclusive anti-inflammatory power. Only oats contain a rare antioxidant called avananthramides. These compounds relax blood vessels, calm inflammation inside artery walls, help lower blood pressure. The Journal of Nutrition 2018 reported that avananthramides reduced chronic endothelial inflammation by up to 15%. Who should be careful with oats? Those with sensitive bowels or IBS. Start with small amounts to avoid bloating. People with celiac disease, choose certified gluten-free oats as contamination can occur during processing. Diabetics, avoid instant oats, they spike blood sugar. Choose steel-cut or rolled oats instead. Recommended dose: 3–4 tablespoons of dry oats daily, about 1 cup cooked. The smart way to eat oats. Breakfast: cook with water or plant-based milk, top with nuts and fresh fruit. Snack: try overnight oats, soaked overnight, for easier digestion and better beta-glucan absorption. Boost: pair with berries rich in polyphenols to double the antioxidant effect. Oats are more than breakfast. They are natural heart medicine. Beta-glucans vacuum out cholesterol. Avananthramides reduce inflammation. Stable blood sugar protects vessel walls. 1 bowl of oats each morning is like giving your arteries a long-term health insurance policy. So far, we've explored broccoli, avocado, kiwi, and oats, 4 powerful guardians of vascular health. But there's another food, small and sweet, often eaten just as a snack, yet hiding a rare compound called resveratrol, capable of rejuvenating arteries from the inside out. In the next part, we'll explore purple grapes, tiny fruits with the power to protect your heart and prevent stroke. We've already talked about broccoli, the green Broom avocado, the Moisturizer Kiwi, the green Jame, and Oats, the cholesterol vacuum. By now you may see a pattern. Foods we often think of as ordinary can carry extraordinary power to keep our blood flowing freely. And today, I want to take you to one of the sweetest, most enjoyable allies of the heart, purple grapes. The ancient Greeks called grapes the gift of the gods. Modern science now explains why. Tucked inside their delicate skin lies resveratrol, a compound many researchers call nature's fountain of youth for blood vessels. Resveratrol is a powerful polyphenol that prevents LDL, bad cholesterol, from oxidizing. Why does that matter? Oxidized LDL is what sticks stubbornly to artery walls, forming plaques. By blocking oxidation, resveratrol acts like an anti-rust coating for your blood pipes. American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2020, found that resveratrol supplementation reduced markers of LDL oxidation by 27% in middle-aged adults with high cholesterol. Nitric oxide, NO, is the golden key that keeps blood vessels flexible. Resveratrol stimulates your endothelium, the lining of your arteries, to produce more NO. More NO means arteries relax, blood pressure lowers, and circulation improves. This is why people who drink red wine moderately, which is rich in resveratrol, often show lower blood pressure. Circulation Research 2018 confirmed that resveratrol enhances the activity of eNOS, the enzyme that makes nitric oxide in blood vessels. Purple grapes also contain quercetin and anthocyanins, compounds that reduce platelet aggregation. This works much like low-dose aspirin, keeping blood thinner and lowering the risk of clots that trigger strokes. Journal of Nutrition 2019 showed that drinking purple grape juice daily for 10 weeks reduced platelet aggregation by 77%, dramatically improving circulation. Who should be careful with grapes? People with diabetes. Grapes are naturally sweet. Stick to 10-15 grapes per day. Those on blood thinners, warfarin, aspirin, resveratrol, and quercetin may enhance anticoagulant effects. People with gastritis. Concentrated grape juice may irritate the stomach. Safer option. Eat whole grapes with skin and seeds rather than packaged juice. The smart way to enjoy grapes. Eat the whole grape. Skin and seeds contain the most resveratrol. Add them to green salads with walnuts for a double heart benefit. Choose fresh, unsweetened juice if you prefer liquid form, avoiding bottled versions with preservatives. Ideal portion: 1 small handful, about 80-100 grams per day. Purple grapes are not just a sweet dessert. They are a daily gift to your heart. Resveratrol protects arteries from oxidation. Nitric oxide keeps vessels elastic and blood pressure stable. Quercetin and anthocyanins prevent clot formation. A handful of grapes each day may be the ticket to stepping into your 60s and beyond with a youthful heart and resilient arteries. So far, we've explored fruits and grains, but the journey isn't over. There's a small, pungent bulb often used only as seasoning that is in fact one of nature's most powerful medicines for the heart. It dilates arteries, reduces inflammation, and melts away harmful fats in the blood. In the next part, I'll reveal garlic, the humble bulb that serves as a silent warrior for your arteries. After broccoli, avocado, kiwi, oats, and purple grapes, we've seen just how generous nature can be in giving us bodyguards for our circulation. But now, let me introduce you to a warrior unlike any other, small, humble, yet backed by thousands of medical studies confirming its strength. That warrior is garlic. A small bulb with a pungent aroma, garlic has been called both nature's antibiotic and the silent warrior of the arteries. When garlic is crushed or chopped, it releases a sulfur compound called allicin. Allicin has powerful effects. Dilates blood vessels, right arrow lowers blood pressure. Reduces platelet aggregation, right arrow lowers clot risk. Decreases LDL cholesterol while raising HDL. Journal of Nutrition, 2016. Showed that aged garlic extract taken for 12 weeks lowered LDL cholesterol by 10% and reduced systolic blood pressure by 8 mmHg in people with hypertension. Garlic also contains sulfur compounds such as diallyl disulfide and S-allylcysteine, which reduce inflammation in the endothelium, the very first step in atherosclerosis. On top of that, garlic is rich in antioxidants that neutralize free radicals before they damage artery walls. A meta-analysis in Phytomedicine, 2019, reviewing 20 clinical trials, found that garlic significantly lowered CRP, a key marker of inflammation, and improved endothelial function. Garlic has also been shown to reduce triglycerides and improve insulin sensitivity, indirectly protecting arteries from the combined damage of high blood sugar and unstable blood fats. Margaret, age 74, came to my clinic with LDL cholesterol well above normal and blood pressure readings around 150/95 mmHg. She was compliant with her medications, but still complained, "Doctor, my hands and feet go numb and cold every evening." I suggested she try adding just 1 raw clove of garlic, finely chopped into her daily salad, or mash it with olive oil as a simple dressing. She wrinkled her nose at first. "Dr. Raw garlic. I'll smell terrible." But she gave it a try. 3 months later, her LDL had dropped by 18 mg/dl. Her blood pressure stabilized at 135/85, and she told me with a smile, "Doctor, I can sit and knit for hours without that awful tingling in my fingers anymore." One tiny change, yet it transformed her quality of life. Who should be careful with garlic? Those on blood thinners, warfarin, aspirin. Garlic may increase bleeding risk. People with sensitive stomachs. Raw garlic can irritate. Try lightly cooking or infusing it in honey. Before surgery, stop garlic at least 7 days beforehand to reduce bleeding risk. Safe dose, 1–2 cloves per day, enough for benefits without overdoing it. The smart way to use garlic: raw and crushed. Chop or crush garlic, then let it sit for 10 minutes to fully activate allicin before eating. Infuse in honey. Softens the taste while boosting both cardiovascular and immune benefits. Mix with olive oil. Enhances anti-inflammatory power and nutrient absorption. Avoid long cooking. High heat destroys most of the allicin. Garlic may be small, but it wields enormous power against hypertension and atherosclerosis. Allicin widens arteries, lowers blood pressure, and thins the blood. Sulfur compounds reduce inflammation and oxidative stress. Cholesterol and sugar balance protect vessels long term. 1 clove a day can be the difference between stiff, tired arteries and a heart that beats strong into your 70s and beyond. See, it only takes a single clove of garlic to stand guard over your heart, like a silent soldier through the night. But let me ask you this: what happens if we combine several of nature's warriors together? Imagine garlic joining hands with ginger, turmeric, and lemon, all in one warm, healing drink. The answer is synergy, a combined strength far greater than any single ingredient. In the next part, I'll share with you a simple yet powerful recipe: a lemon ginger turmeric drink that can unlock and cleanse the tightest arteries. Through our journey together, we've explored broccoli, avocado, kiwi, oats, grapes, and garlic. Each of these foods is powerful on its own, but sometimes people long for something simple, just one small drink each morning, light yet strong enough to jumpstart circulation. Modern medicine has given this simple recipe a beautiful name: the golden synergy. It's the combination of lemon, ginger, and turmeric. Why this trio works so powerfully: lemon, vitamin C, and alkalinity. Lemon water is rich in vitamin C, which strengthens vessel walls, stimulates collagen production, and reduces inflammation. Its citric acid helps the liver and gallbladder process fats, lowering cholesterol load in the blood. Lemon also alkalizes the blood, offsetting the acidity caused by diets heavy in meat and sugar. A balanced internal environment means arteries stay less inflamed and less stiff. Journal of Clinical Biochemistry and Nutrition, 2017. Found that drinking lemon water daily lowered systolic blood pressure by 4 mmHg in middle-aged adults with mild hypertension. Ginger, nature's vasodilator. Ginger contains compounds like gingerol and shagale, which naturally dilate blood vessels and improve peripheral circulation. It also acts as a gentle antiplatelet, reducing small clots in capillaries. And with its warming properties, ginger stimulates blood flow, perfect for older adults whose hands and feet often feel cold. Thrombosis research, 2015, reported that ginger extract reduced platelet aggregation by 36% without causing significant bleeding complications. Turmeric, nature's king of anti-inflammation. Turmeric's golden pigment, curcumin, is one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory and antioxidant agents known. Curcumin boosts nitric oxide (NO) production, helping arteries expand, lowering blood pressure, and improving circulation. It also inhibits plaque formation inside arteries, protecting against age-related blockages. Atherosclerosis, 2019, published findings that 200 mg of curcumin daily for 12 weeks improved endothelial function and reduced inflammatory markers by 29%. Who should be careful with this elixir? Those with stomach ulcers or gastritis. Lemon and ginger may irritate. Those on blood thinners, warfarin, aspirin. Ginger and turmeric may enhance anticoagulant effects. Those with gallstones. Turmeric can stimulate the gallbladder. Safe advice: start small, a quarter lemon, a few slices of ginger, a half teaspoon turmeric, then increase gradually. Drink in the morning, 20-30 minutes before breakfast. How to prepare the golden elixir. Use warm water around 104-122 degrees F, 40-50 degrees C, not boiling, to protect vitamin C and curcumin. Squeeze in half a lemon. Add 2-3 slices of lightly crushed fresh ginger. Stir in a 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Optional, a touch of raw honey to soften the flavor. Just 1 glass each morning can give your arteries a fresh start every day. The lesson of lemon, ginger, and turmeric. Lemon cleanses, alkalizes, strengthens vessel walls. Ginger warms the body, dilates vessels, improves circulation. Turmeric fights inflammation, boosts nitric oxide, prevents plaque. Together, they form a golden elixir. A simple morning ritual with the power to awaken your heart and brighten every blood vessel. We've now traveled through 7 foods and 1 healing drink, each one backed by science, experienced by real patients, and simple enough to use daily. In the final part, I want us to pause and reflect on this journey. Let's draw out the deeper lesson and embrace a hopeful truth. That even after age 60, we can rejuvenate our arteries, strengthen our hearts, and reclaim vibrant energy through the small choices we make each day. My friend, we've walked a long journey together. From the humble broccoli, the creamy avocado, the bright green kiwi, to the comforting bowl of oats, the juicy purple grapes, the tiny cloves of garlic. And finally, that golden glass of lemon, ginger, turmeric tea. What do they all have in common? They are not just foods. They are nature's quiet medicines, working behind the scenes to repair, open, and renew your blood vessels every single day. So what's the big lesson here? Heart health doesn't come from one magic pill. It comes from small, steady choices, meal by meal, sip by sip. Each time you choose wisely, you're adding another credit to your heart's account. And over time, those little credits turn into years of strength, clarity, and joy with the people you love. I've seen this in so many of my patients after 60. Many thought it was too late to change. But within just a few months of adding these simple foods, their blood pressure eased, their bad cholesterol dropped, and they finally slept peacefully through the night. That's living proof that it's never too late to take care of your heart. So starting tomorrow, I encourage you, pick just one. Maybe a warm bowl of oats in the morning. Maybe a sweet kiwi after lunch. or a soothing glass of lemon, ginger, turmeric tea before bed. Do that, and you may be surprised how much lighter your body feels, how much clearer your mind becomes, and how much stronger your heartbeat sounds. And before you go, if this video gave you something valuable, please take 1 second to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. That small action is what allows me to keep bringing you these simple, science-backed health lessons that just might change your life. And don't forget to stop by this channel every day, because health isn't something you only need when you're sick. It's a gift you deserve to enjoy every single day of your life. I wish you a heart that stays young and strong, so you can live long, live joyfully, and live fully with the people who matter most.